The Dieppe raid was majorly fought between Britain, Canada, and the United States against Germany. The raid started on the 19th of August 1942 and lasted for 9 hours. The British leaders were Admiral of the Fleet Louis Mountbatten and Air Chief Marshal Trafford Mallory. The Canadian leader was Major General J. H. Roberts. The German leaders were Field Marshal Gerard von Rundstedt and, I'm not even going to pronounce that, Conrad Hayes. The main objective was to attack the port of Dieppe and occupy it for a short time. During the occupation, the Allies would gather intelligence on the Germans, and upon their retreat they would destroy the coastal defenses and strategic buildings. The raid on Dieppe was a crushing loss to the Allied forces. RAF fighter pilots would strafe German machine gun posts and then engage in dogfights with Luftwaffe pilots overhead the English Channel. British warships bombarded the beaches to clear coastal defenses and provide smokescreen for the assault. 6,000 troops stormed the beaches, 80% of which were Canadian. From the cliff tops, German machine guns could see the full length of the beach. Troops attacking Blue Beach were quickly pinned against a sea wall in a hail of machine gun bullets, mortar fire, and artillery fire. On the Green Beach, troops had to cross a river there, and there was only one bridge to cross, providing strategic choke point for the Germans, who defended the position with intense ferocity. On Red and White Beach, most of the Canadian tanks were stalled due to small rocks on the beach getting stuck into the tracks of the tanks. Eventually realizing that the raid was doomed to fail, Allied commanders ordered a retreat of any surviving troops to evacuate from the beaches. The retreat was a chaotic mess, wounded and dead all among the beach. Many other troops were either shot or drowned trying to escape. Dieppe saw the first widespread use of the Churchill Heavy Infantry Support Vehicle. The Churchill tank weighed 39 tons. It was just over 24 feet in length, nearly 11 feet in width, and slightly over 8 feet tall. It had a crew of 5 men consisting of a commander, a gunner, a loader/radio operator, a driver, a co-driver / hull gunner. It had an armor thickness of 102mm frontal armor, 89mm armor on the sides, and 51mm armor on the rear of the tank. On the turret, its armor was 89mm on the front of the turret, and on the rear and side it had 76mm armor. Its main gun was a QF 6-pounder gun. The Churchill also had 2 Bisa machine guns. It featured a coiled spring suspension system that had a top speed of 24 km per hour. The Churchill had a total operation range of 90 kilometers. The Germans had a force of roughly 1,500 men defending Dieppe, which is excluding the Luftwaffe and the Kriegsmarine. The outcome of the war was a huge boost in morale for the Germans, and it was a mass drop in morale for the Canadians, as most of their men were killed in the disaster. In all, the raid on Dieppe was a massive failure and a massive blow to the morale of the Canadians. My thoughts would be that the raid should have been better planned, and recon planes should have flown overhead, providing a more detailed example of German fortifications and where they would be. They should have also dropped in paratroopers behind the lines to attack from behind and sabotage the Germans, much like the invasion of Normandy.